my name's Dr. Kay Lalor, and along with my colleague, Dr. Zainab Naqvi, I was awarded a 2022 SLSA Impact Grant for our podcast project, Publish Not Perish. Zainab and I are both editors at the Journal of Feminist Legal Studies, and we've been involved in conversations about inequalities and barriers to access in academic publishing for a long time. And this podcast was really an opportunity to continue these conversations in a much more accessible format. We use the podcast to set up conversations between scholars at different stages of their career, focusing particularly on minoritized colleagues and colleagues from non-traditional backgrounds. Our conversations centre on questions of the visible and invisible barriers in academia, and particularly in publishing and in getting published, and in how these barriers might be addressed or overcome. The key thing that the SLSA funding allowed us to do was to create a podcast that was much more professional and much more accessible and had a much greater reach than we might have been able to do on our own. For example, we were able to hire a producer who was able to pull the podcast into a much more accessible format and into a format that we could distribute on a much larger number of platforms. We've recorded 2 episodes so far, and we've got a third in the works. And this really does feel like a series of conversations that could keep going and going for as long as people are willing to keep talking about it. Thanks very much.